Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Midday Market Update. My name is Glenn, Senior Stock Market Strategist for VectorVest. Glad to be here. Glad to have you here. Holy smokes, a lot of heavy stuff going down today in the market, and the markets are feeling the effects. If you can hear me loud and clear, by all means, please respond in the affirmative, preferably with VV Nation, to let me know that I am coming across loud and clear. Yes, it's still cold in Charlotte. So I don't know what they call this. I call it a rope sweater. My wife calls it something else, but I call it a rope sweater. Somebody will tell me what this is, but I love this sweater. As a matter of fact, it's really, really warm. Mike is crackling. All right, Jazz, you're the, oh, no. Bobby says static too. All right, hold on. Let me do my mic thing. I need Joey to come over. Up a little bit. Got it changed up a little bit. Does it sound better now? Check 1, 2. Check. It still says static. It still says static. Hold on. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Should I sell NVIDIA? Oof. That's a big thing. I still hold NVDA, NVDL, and I got the NVDY. YieldMax. I told you that I did that Friday. They both took a big hit. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking that, is this an overreaction to it? But did you see the breaking news? Did you see the breaking news just before we came on? DeepSeek just got hacked. DeepSeek just got hacked. Now, who did the hacking? I got my own thing about who did it, but this ain't the place for me to spout some misinformation about who did it. But it's kind of interesting as they come out and cause all this ruckus in the market. I'm looking, and the story just came out that DeepSeek just got cyber attacked. All right, so I'm penny-wise, I didn't say that. Penny-wise, I didn't say that. So this is interesting. I got sitting almost 600 people in here right now. We just hit over 600 people. This is big news. Now, no matter who did what, I'm afraid, and I thought that this was just going to blow over. DeepSeek comes out, lower dollar, But if we now start presumably getting into a tit for tat, this is not going to be good for the economy. It's not going to be good for the stock market. So right now, all I'm saying is you guys just need to be careful. Just looking at the homepage right now, what do you see? A lot of yellow because of the big hit today, because of DeepSeek. The market felt the effect. Looking at the NASDAQ down 3%, as you can see right there. Why does this show up a little different on that screen? Hold on. I did something. There it is. Let me make that. I fixed that before we got started, Clay. Almost 3% on the NASDAQ. Everything is getting hit. The Dow is the only thing that's up and is flat to up. Primary wave is still up. The MTI is still above 1. I'm still going to have a bullish feel in the market. But what I do think is going to happen with all of the move to the downside, the algos will kick in. Do you agree or disagree with that? The algos will kick in. Now, Prakash says that Goldman Sachs says that we're in for a 30% correction. Believe you me, the market's been going up. I think that we need a healthy pullback. I don't know if we get a correction, but we do need a healthy pullback in the market. And it is what it is. I'm still a little bit more bullish on the market right now. I'm going to think that the algos are going to stop the downslide soon. All right, if not today, tomorrow. But I think the market's not, the NASDAQ is only down about 3%. I don't think that that's enough for the algos to kick in. But if a lot of stocks, like my NVIDIA is going down, I was down like 26% on NVIDIA today, but I still held. I honestly thought that this was just going to blow over, that, hey, the news hit and blah, 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 blah. Interesting. I had a conversation with Steve Chappell this morning while he was doing the Jockey Club. He said that somebody on CNBC had tried the DeepSeek. He said it was scarily human. As an AI, it was scarily human. So for them to put as little money as they did, so they say, to be able to produce this product, it's kind of interesting. Are we behind the curve on the AI front? I don't know. Believer says the bubble is bursting. I don't think that that's the case. I honestly don't think. I think AI is still going to play a major role globally. Whether the Chinese do it cheap and everybody goes, "Ooh, I'm going to go get that," or we just keep putting a lot of money into AI. Either way, AI ain't going away. AI is not going away. All right, so the MTI is only at 1.1. Does that warrant correction? No, not yet, CB. Not yet. I'm not concerned yet. I am cautious. Well, the color guard tells me to be cautious. All right, the color guard is saying being cautious. I'm going to take that role as far as what I'm doing right now is I'm going to be cautious. I'm not ready to throw any of my stocks to the curb yet. And as a matter of fact, I got a couple of stories. One of them is pretty much saying you got to buy the dip right now. That the algos are going to kick in, that could be a great buying opportunity on all the stocks that are getting hit. We'll see. Nods, AI ain't going away, says Linda. I agree with you. Dave C., what did Dave C. say? Dave C. said something and somebody said okay. There are no stops on YieldMax stocks. You get your equity back as dividends. All right. Wow, let's talk about that real quick. The YieldMax video got over 10,000 views. One, I got to say thank you for that. Number two, it brought up a lot of questions. And I will tell you that I will do a follow-up video on the YieldMax Friday. I saw all of the comments. I am going to answer a lot of those questions in Friday's videos. Things like somebody said that the story was misleading. I'm gonna talk about that. Are the dividends, can you reinvest them? I'll talk about that. NAV, net asset value corrosion. I didn't talk much about that. I will. There's a lot of questions that came out of that video. There was a lot of questions that came out of that video, and I am going to do a follow-up video on Friday to try to answer as many of those questions. Are you still fully vested? Tabula asks, yes, I am. Right now, I didn't get out of anything yet. I think that a lot of the hits that I got were overreactions, and I will see if that was good, bad, or indifferent, all right? Keith says, you are a smart man. To who? I don't know. Chaz says, Keith, you're smart. What did Keith say? Keith said something. What did Keith say? Keith says, I'm holding on to my NVDL. We will see, and others are coming back. Yeah, I am going to get into the stories real quick. So I did want to talk about the DeepSeek and how that's affecting the market. I wanted to take a look at the market. And now I got a subscriber. Somebody subscribed. Thank you for that. Whoever subscribed, Lori, thank you for subscribing to the channel. Let's go look at the news. Bring that up real quick. And this was the breaking story. DeepSeek hit with large-scale cyber attacks, says it's limiting registrations. And again, you sit back and you say to yourself, I wonder who did that. I don't think you got to wonder long. Glenn, like your opinion, though, on using stop losses on YieldMaxes. Now, again, the YieldMaxes were designed not for the capital appreciation, but for the income that you get for investing in them. I am going to talk about on Friday's video, just like I say on any video that has dividends, you get dividends from, you got to make sure that the dividend outweighs the price decline. All right, so a lot of people didn't understand, and I was one of them, that when you look at YieldMaxes, you're not looking at them for price appreciation. If I want the price appreciation, I go and buy the underlying, which is why I've got NVDL and NVDY, which is why I've got Palantir and PLTY. I've got the YieldMaxes on both. I'm looking for the income on those, but if I like the stocks, I'm buying the stocks, the underlying. So again, a lot of questions on Friday, and I will talk about that on this Friday. YieldMax seems dangerous due to capital erosion. See, there we go. I'm going to talk about that, Stephen. I definitely will talk about that. YieldMax ETFs are great supplements to a portfolio, but not meant to be the main holding. Absolutely. These are enhancements to your ability. Somebody else, Andrew, thank you for subscribing, Andrew. They're designed for passive income. That's what they're for. They're for passive income. They're not for the capital appreciation. But again, I'm going to answer all of that. All right. So this was the breaking story. DeepSeek hit with a large-scale cyber attack. Now, we got to talk about, oops, I didn't want that. I'll leave that there anyway. What to expect from the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision next week. Biggest thing is it would be a surprise if the Federal Reserve did anything other than hold on to its interest rate. I think they're going to be in a wait-and-see mode for a while. They need to see what's going to happen with the current administration. A lot of stuff running out of the gate with the current administration. I do want to talk about this because a lot of people were talking about how tariffs are going to destroy everything. I stated this once before that tariffs would be used as a tool. You want to know how useful that tool is? We were sending people back to Colombia. Colombia said, no, we're not going to take them back. The administration said, okay, fine. We're going to put a 25% tariff on you this week. And if you don't take them back, we're going to put a 50% tariff on you next week. Colombia came back and said, oh, yeah, we'll come and get our folks. That's how tariffs are going to be used. All right. And I've said that before. You know me, I don't like to be political. I really don't. But that's the way the tariffs will be used as a bargaining tool. All right. That's my 2 cents. That's what I think. All right. I couldn't tell if you were saying 100 shares or 1,000 shares as the calculations did. In the video, I was making up a round number of 1,000. It made it easier for me when it came down to calculating what the dividends were. So I put up a round number of 1,000. Ryan put up, what is that? Oh, how many people were there? I know Ryan. Ryan must be watching. Thank you for watching, Ryan. Ryan doesn't always watch. I don't think, yeah, he doesn't watch. Not to mention liquidity, volume of liquidity. I know, Raphael, all of those questions will be answered. All of those questions will be answered. Just tell it like it is. That's what we're here for, says Michael, and there you go. All right, so now let's get back into the DeepSeek. What is DeepSeek? Why is it disrupting the AI sectors? All right, DeepSeek, Chinese startup, and it's a startup. That's another thing that made me think that this was just going to blow over. It's a startup. Launches latest AI models, which it says are on the par or being better than the industry leading models in the United States. So truly, they're going after ChatGPT. The company has attracted attention of global AI circles after writing a paper last month. Training on the DeepSeek V3 required less than $6 million worth of computing power. How many of you believe that number? Type a 1. Now keep in mind who it's coming from. How many of you believe that number? If you believe that number, type a 1. If you don't believe that number, type a 2. And I'm going to be a part of the 2. I don't believe that number. All right? That's right. It is a cap, JD. That is a cap. So in the world is going freaking bet stuff crazy over this, and you're going to take that, wow, it's so much cheaper, and the world's going to be, I take it at face value. Richard says 1, Guy says 1, John says 1. All right, listen, you know me, I like the interaction. I ain't judging, believe you me. All right, I don't think it's that little a number. I believe true numbers are classified, says Ryan. I agree with that. I do agree with. I don't think that's the number. I don't think it's that low. I don't. All right. Why is DeepSeek causing a stir? The release of OpenAI's ChatGPT in 2022 caused a scramble among Chinese tech firms. So this is reactive. This is reactive from what OpenAI was, who rushed it. But after the release of the first Chinese ChatGPT equivalent made by search engine giant Baidu, there was widespread disappointment. Oh, wah, wah, wah. So then they said, yo, we got to come back and we got to hit hard. Yeah, now we got DeepSeek. We'll see. The quality and cost efficiency of DeepSeek's models have flipped this narrative on its head. The 2 models that have been showered have been showered with praise by Silicon Valley executives. DeepSeek V3 and DeepSeek R1 are on par with OpenAI and Meta's most advanced models. Now, that's the big thing. But did it really only cost $6 million to do this? Guy says it's open as always. It's also open source. You know, open source. Open source makes you susceptible to what, Guy? Hacks. Wow. So maybe the open source could have jacked them up. I could have jacked them up. I don't know. And I don't know how deep this hack is just quite yet. That was a breaking story. So I'm going to keep my eyes on that news all throughout the day. China's AI breakthrough threatens the American exceptionalism premium on U.S. stocks. Futures, no. DeepSeek last week released an open AI source model that reportedly outperformed OpenAI. Now, the cool thing is Ryan talked about it last week. Ryan was getting you guys already understanding what it was all about last week. And now look, coming into fruition today. NVIDIA down by 12%. Marvel, Broadcom also suffered. Microsoft, Amazon, everybody and their mama went crazy. They like, oh my gosh, we got. Guess what? They just got shot down a little bit. And again, I wonder who did it. All right, next one. Traders say DeepSeek is a threat to pricey U.S. stocks. The drop of more than 10% of shares of NVIDIA, ASML, If they really need less chips to make their model run, then yes, the threat is real. If, keyword there, if they need less chips to make their model run, then yes, the threat is real. It would weigh on the growth and the valuation, The AI mania has fueled a record-setting rally in U.S. stocks over the past 2 years. Doubts about the dominance of the U.S. in the AI theme, coupled with uncertainty about the path of interest rates. I got two more stories. Man, this DeepSeek, I'd rather just call it DeepSeek because I think it's garbage. That's just me. Do I sound biased? Yes or no? Do I sound biased? Do I sound salty? I might be a little freaking salty over this. I could be. I don't think they can do a better job than the UPS stocks, than our stocks, maybe, U.S. stocks. Why do they always tug on the rug of the darker in the dark of the night? Mac Daddy, I don't know. I don't know. Linda says I sound salty. I might sound salty. Listen. They're coming after me and my peeps. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You stay on your side of the world and you do your thing. Stop trying to cause a ruckus over here. That's what I got to say. So maybe I am a little salty. All right, maybe I am a little salty. Just my beard is salty. It's salt and pepper. Because salt and pepper's here, and we're in effect. Want you to... All right, never mind. Cheaper NVIDIA chips. Yeah, there's a story. I got a story. Hold on. No, it's one of the stories that they are using NVIDIA chips. That they got like 50,000 NVIDIA chips. I got it in one of these stories. I don't remember where. Is DeepSeek a threat to NVIDIA? While the Chinese-based startup has indeed created a fantastic model, it's far from a miracle and therefore death knell of the AI infrastructure. Could be overblown, according to Bernstein analysis. I still think that this blows over. I think, yeah, it's like 50,000 of the H100 chips. Glenn, I put in an order for NVDY before the market opened. You make Kramer look like a fool. Is that? I don't want to talk bad about Kramer, because I don't want his people to talk to my people, and then then me and him got to sit down and have a lunch and talk about, the good, the bad, and the ugly. And I'm not trying to do that. And then I got to go on CNBC, and I got to put on makeup and be like, yo, and he'll say something to me, and then I might snap and go off on Kramer. I'm not trying to do that. All right. So, and here it is. NVIDIA's sell-off is a buying opportunity. It's the reason why I haven't sold mine yet. I'm willing to take a hit. I still think that the market overreacted somewhat. I'm willing to take a hit on my trades right now. I got stops in place. I broadened them a lot based on this story. I am giving up some profit in anticipation of this rectifying itself. So there used to be an inverse Kramer ETF. I think there still is. So we are on the watch for a big buying opportunity this has created. I think so. Next story talks about that. Excuse me, a golden buying opportunity for tech stocks. You know something? Let's get into the software. I'm going to get into the software. Let's go look at the market real quick, how this affected the market. We got a little rebound going on. We got an open red candle, which means the price is now a little higher from where it bottomed out at. We'll see. We'll see. Big gap down, though. You know, gaps like to be filled, so that's a positive sign. But that's a big gap down. We're still above this level of support, sitting at 71.22. So going back to Prakash talking about a big correction. I don't know if that's in the books yet. All right, today's a great day to buy. Christopher, only if you're super aggressive, because Christopher, looking at the homepage says no. But if you're super aggressive, today might be. To give Glenn a little credit, he did say last week about the recent market rise to not back up the truck. I did, right? And I didn't. And Tabula was like, well, somebody asked me, he said, if you said don't back up the truck, why are you fully vested? Because I slowly but surely got fully vested. I didn't back up the truck at one time and fill up my portfolio. You don't buy on down days. That's true, JD. I said today we got a little rebound going. All right, I did say that we got a little rebound going with an open red candle. Now, let's do this. I'm going to go to the viewers tab, and I want to look at, let's go to Trending Thursday. Trending Thursday, because I got AI stocks, right? AI stocks and ETFs. I want to take, and this is probably going to get killed, right? A lot of stocks getting beat up. A couple of stocks. Oh, Amir, are you here? Look at that. ServiceNow is up today, Amir. I want to look at the watch list average of all 74 stocks I got in here. All right. Big hit today. But notice, where am I? Just went below the trend line. Right? So overall, coming off this level of support, the trend of the AI stocks is still up. If I'm looking at the MPI, look at that. I still got trend, and I got triggered today. Even on the down day, I got triggered today. These are the things that are sitting in the back of my mind that still keep me in the stocks that I'm in right now, even my tech stocks. And I think that this could be setting up for a buying opportunity, because I don't know. They got hacked. I don't know how bad the hack is. I don't know how bad it's going to affect them. We'll see. But I think that today's story, I don't agree with the number. I don't think that they did all of this on just $6 million budget, whereas we're putting billions of dollars behind AI. I don't think that they did it for that lower number. I just don't think so. And if they did, holy smokes is all I can say. And if the product is that good, oh, guess what? They're open source. They got hacked. Ha! We'll see what happens. Can they overcome this? Is this a ransomware? Do they got to pay trillions? And you know something? Even if it's a ransomware, I would make the ransom their GDP. You want it back, you got to pay this. Now what? Yeah. Now what? And I'd run over there just like that, go to the border of China and be like, yeah, now what? I'm an army of one. What you going to do now? That's my Marine mentality. I just want to let you know that's my Marine mentality. I'll go over there and do it all by myself with an M4 and just me. I can do it. I can do that. The Marine Corps taught me that. All right, so from an AI perspective, I still don't think AI is going anywhere. It is what it is. It's a story. Otherwise, I have no clue. What did you say, Linda? FTX fixes down hard. They are starting to into cooling for data centers. I think anything like VRT is a couple. Oklo, I think, is in that space. I think anything that's got to do with cooling is going to be a hot play, which is why I like VRT. Ryan, we may not want to know. Better question: who is behind the attack? Ryan, I think we all know who's behind the attack. I think we all know who's behind the attack, but I'm not putting it out there. My personal opinion is my personal opinion, but I think my personal opinion is a lot of other people's personal opinion out there, buddy. I think we all know what happened. All right, let me go back to the big stocks that made the news. Dell and Hype also cool. And we're going to take a look at your stocks. Should I hold what I have until they go back up? That's a great question. So, actually, let's do this one more time. Let's go back to, where was I? AI stocks. I'm going to do this. All right, for all of you, and again, I'm holding NVDL. Let's go by the worst performing stocks today. Let's start there. Let's go from the worst performing stocks. Questions are coming up. Should I hold? Should I hold? Should I hold? I'm going to look at the ones that are all down double digits today. ARM, look at that, Ryan. ARM is down like 50, 11,000. They're down the worst. Not really. But I just say that because I need to bother you. That's all. Son of a gun. I wanted all of the ones. I hate when that happens sometimes. Right click, view the stock graph. Now, if these are stocks that you're still holding, nobody's prepared for that. That's a gap. If I'm looking at this long-term MPI, I still got trend. The trigger says yes. The trigger says get out. All right. I think that's going to happen on a lot of these. Ooh, LTRN, INOD. Look at that. Gap down. I still got trend. The trigger says yes. So whoever's asking me the questions of should you get out of these, depends on how you use something like the MPI. All of the MPIs are probably going to have triggers to tell you to get out. Now, if they still have trend, I would tell you to get out of half. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to everybody in the room? If I'm looking at these stocks that got hit today, if they still have trend by way of the MPI, sell half. Does that make sense to everybody in the room? I need everybody to answer because everybody's asking me the question. Everybody in the room is asking me the question. Should I hold on? Should I do this? I need everybody to answer. I'm walking you through one of the great techniques to help you in answering this question, especially if you're long-term on the stock. Do I still have trend by way of MPI? Sell half. Look, I got another trigger there. Next one. Ooh, Oracle, on the other hand, I might want to get out of. I lost trend. I got trigger, but I lost trend. I don't know if I'm feeling Oracle long term. Let's go to the next one. MU. I'm not sure I like Micron long term. Look at the graph. Think about that. Duot. Don't know what they are. Bottom left, top right, big gap down. But look at that. I still have trend. Folks, if it has trend, why sell? Because I want to limit my losses, CB. Because I want to limit my losses. Would you rather take a loss here? Think about this. I got triggered there. Would you rather take a loss there or ride it all the way down there? At least here, I only have half on the table. Maybe I took a little bit of profit. Does that make sense, CB? All right, does that make sense, CB? I don't want to take the full hit all the way down. I don't want to take the hit all the way down when I don't have to. And especially if I could take the hit here and sell half, and I'm only playing with half. I'm looking at trending up. Right here, you see that trend? You want to hold it? If you, and actually, this doesn't give me a trigger to the downside. ARM, I'd leave alone. But that's a technique that I've talked about, looking at the MPI, especially if you're looking at holding stocks longer. What's up, Ritesh? All right. How about CEG? I own CEG. All right. Hold off on other stocks, though. Hold off on other stocks. All right. And I will give you an opportunity. We'll look at them. Depends on how much I can get through this. Actually, I might blow through some of this stuff quick. Big news stocks, the stocks that made the news, out of going through all that stuff. Did I not go through all of the stories? No, I didn't finish going through all of the stories. Man, I'm so pumped up today. I got so much to talk about. All right, next story, TSMC, a $1 trillion firm with strong growth prospects despite China's DeepSeek. I like TSM. Bitcoin got hit. The story showed that it fell below 100, and now it's back above. It's at 102. I still hold my IBIT. I still think there's a lot of eyeballs on Bitcoin, but I'm still not full heavy in on it. Ryan wanted to know what his portfolio was doing. It's down worse more than mine. I think Bitcoin got hit with this DeepSeek thing too. So I like TSM. There's two stocks I think Ryan and I both like, TSM and ASML in the AI space, especially for chips. Lufthansa moves 6 Airbus 350s to Frankfurt hub to cover late Boeing 787 deliveries. Boeing just can't get out of its own way. SoFi, I own. Earnings came in. They beat both on earnings and revenue. All right, a little slow today though. Look at that. I think it's down. Ooh, is it up? Is it down? Where's the price? Doesn't tell me. 1803. Hold on. Hold on. Excuse me. If anybody ever thought that these were not live, you now know that they are live. BA is a big mess. I'm with you, Pennywise. Amir says this is a real joke. What are you taking on as a real joke? You talking about this DeepSeek thing? I don't think it's a joke. I think it's real. I just don't know how much of a real disruptor it will be yet. Thank you, Bill. I just don't know how. Thank you, JD. I don't know how much of a big disruptor this is going to be yet. I don't know. All right, Tesla. Ooh, look at this story on Tesla. Tesla could drop over 13% due to Trump's potential EV tax credit cuts. I did say that I wasn't going to be feeling EVs this year because we're not going to be all about green. The only thing I do like about Tesla is that they have got their hands in everything. Teslas, and this is going to be big. Full self-driving. I don't know when that's really going to happen, but Wayfair, is it Wayfair or Mayfair or some other freaking company, might be a little bit ahead of Tesla. And delivery concerns, says Gary Black. I don't know who Gary Black is, but Gary's not in the black about Elon. Can you help me in finding EMA settings? I don't see it in my software. In order to put on EMAs, let's go back to the program real quick. Highlight a stock, right click on a stock, go to view stock graph. In order to put moving averages onto a graph, onto a stock, you have to go over to the price box. The price box over here, right click on the price box, and this is where you can add moving averages, either the simple, exponential, or weighted. That's how you do it. You have to right click on the price box, okay? Let me finish out the stories. I think I've only got one more. Earnings. Earnings this week. SoFi reported. AT&T already reported. Nucor reports later today. But it's a lot of companies reporting. Now we're getting hot and heavy into the earnings season. It's Mayfair. Thank you, Deborah Ann. It's Mayfair. Wayfair. It's something after something. I love the commercials. Bought SoFi this morning as it was down after the beat. Yeah, I'm still in SoFi. I took the hit. A couple of people were asking me, were you still going to hold SoFi through earnings? Yep. You know what else? Something else reports this week that I'm holding. I forget what it was. It's not Palantir. It's not Apple. I thought something else reported this week that I was holding. But SoFi did hold through earnings. Yes, loaded up on TSM today along with Google, NVIDIA, Crowd, and Cyber. I tell you to be careful. I want y'all to be careful when it comes down. Got another subscriber. Way to go. Thank you for that. I need you to be careful on buying back those stocks this early. Let them come to you. I think they're going to be buying opportunities, and if you are buying into them now, just be careful. Energy stocks got slammed. CEG, of which I owned as well. They got hit too. So again, we have SoFi calls and they're holding them, says Bill. Got you. DeepSeek CEO, bans on shipment of advanced chips are the problem. But Ryan, they are holding, from what I understand, I saw a story, they're holding about 50,000 H100 chips. All right. Kiwi, we had over 700 people in the room today at the beginning. We had over 700 people, and I want to take my hats off to you guys. And again, there's a lot of probably brand new people to the channel. Were very interested in the alert that I sent out, so they probably showed up at the beginning. But Listen, my hardcore people are still here, and thank you guys. Thank you guys for being here. I think that was the most amount of people we've had through a live stream, not looking at a 2-day event or a live event. I think that was the most people. Clay, can you back me up on that? I think that was the most amount of... No. When we did the earnings call for NVIDIA or somebody, how many people did we have there, Ryan? Well, for me, I think that this was the most amount of people that I had on a live stream. We had over 700 people here today. So thank you guys for that. All right, so these are all of the stocks for earnings. Mac Daddy says it has something to do with you. I don't think it's got a lot to do with me. It ain't me. It's about the software. Pennywise says my wife is lurking on here. See, that's I don't know. Michael says, Glenn, keep making outstanding videos and we'll all be here. I love that. I love that. I love that you guys support the channel. All right. You know what I'm going to do? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. We got a lot of time. You know, I'm going to bypass all of this other stuff today. The big story today happened to have been DeepSeek. A lot of you wanting to know what to do with the stocks that you have, how it's affecting crypto, all that kind of stuff. So tell you what I'm going to do for you today. It's way early. We're going to take the rest of the time and look at your stocks. You all right with that? We're going to take the rest of the time, because this move in the market has affected a lot of your stocks, and I'm going to walk you through what to do. How about that? All right? If that's okay with you, hit the like button. That's all I got to know. That's all I want you to do. If that's okay with you today, you ain't even got to put it in the room. You ain't got to put it in the room. Just hit the like button. All right? Just hit the like button. We're going to look at as many of your stocks as I possibly can. We got 25 minutes. We got 25 minutes. So we're gonna do that. LMT, oh good God. I can't keep up with, stop typing it so doggone fast. All right, I'm already salty. I'm already salty about this thing. All right. Peter says, sadly, only 112 likes. I'm not even going off the likes today. All right. LESC, oh, IESC. That's IESC. IESC, comma, fix. I should be getting a lot of likes today just for doing this. All right. I'm not even going through my regular programming today. I'm going through, a lot of you have been affected by this move. So I want to make sure that we as a channel are going to walk you through what you need to do. All right. Again, hit the like button. That's all I want you to do. That's all I want you to do. Hit the like button. BP, Sensionics. Almost 500 people in. I'm with you, John. Listen, I'm not even asking you. I'm not even basing the stocks today on likes. I'm just putting them in. I'm putting in a lot of stocks for you today. All right, AXP, American Express, Annette. AXP is already in there. Okay, Annette, Wimmy, and I'm with Clay. Clay lets me go a little longer anyway. I like that. I really do like that. ISC is already in there. I don't know if I put NVIDIA in here or not. NVDA. Yeah, I did not. LRN, MSB, I ain't got MSB. I ain't got that MS. You down with MSB, Cheryl? And I'm not down with MSB. EOLS, Irene, I think is already in the list. It is. All right. FTAI. Goodness gracious, how many stocks you freaking giving me today? Wow, that's a lot of stocks. You really are giving me a lot of stocks. I ain't gonna look at all of these stocks. Goodness gracious, folks. FTAI, Note, QSI, holy smokes, GGAL, VST, USAC. Holy, that's a lot of stocks. I got a lot of stocks. I got 35 stocks. That's enough. Goodness gracious. I'm getting spicy. I know, JD. I'm getting a little. That's a lot of stocks. All right, let's go through them. Ooh-wee. Let's go through them. We're going to look at these both on a long-term basis. We're going to look at the MPI. LRN, good play. Even on a day like today, love the play. Now, interesting though, we got a trigger to get out. I like the move. Could this be a precursor? Would I tell you to get out of half right here? Put the hashtag in the room. Trade the chart, not your heart. The chart looks good. I would leave it alone, even though I got the trigger. I don't know if I want to tell you to get out of half. I don't know if I want to tell you to get out of half right here when the stock looks like this. You know, I'm going to tell you to leave it alone. I'm going to tell you to... Nobody put the hashtag in the room. Not a one. Oh, because my head's in the way? All right. Not a one. Let's move that over. Not a one put it in there. Fine. Y'all don't want to follow instructions. You said on Friday you want 600 people one day and you got your wish. Can you wish stocks to go up? Wow. Thank you, Amir. I wish the stocks would go up. How about that? Because Amir is right. Last week I said, you know, we're going to get to a point where we got 500, 700, 1,000 people in here. How about I just help to talk that into existence? We had over 700 people in the room. The hashtag is TTCNYH, John. Trade the chart, not your heart. I need that to go viral somehow. TTCNYH. Trade the chart, not your heart. Fix EME, VST, RT are all getting killed. Amir, we're going to take a look. We're taking a look. All right. Right now, I'd say leave LRN alone unless it breaks below that trend line. I got a lot of stocks. All right, SUPV. I'd say you got to have stops in place, number one. I got a swing high right here. It's right there. Oof. The trend is there long term. I like the stock. Right now, I wouldn't be mad if you got out of half. Wow, DXPE. Look at that rebound. Look at the big wick at the bottom. That was a hanging man. Actually looks like a hanging man with some follow through, but the stock's going up. I got no trigger to get out. Should I sell any of my QQQ? This same thing. Look at, and it's back in a downtrend. Look at that, and it's back in a downtrend. I got a little bit of a rebound going. I went long term. I like it. I would just, right now, would I be mad if you got out of half? No, I got a lot of selling pressure with a big wick at the top too. All right, that's what I'm thinking about that. Rebound on SNEX. Look at the open candle. Little shooting star with no follow through. Just Five says, I have to try another route. I still have Trump and Wimmy. VectorVest said start all over last week video. I've been down 2 months, so today is the day. I got you, Just Vibes. All right. SNEX. I do like the rebound, but you know what I'm looking for? Tell you what I'm looking for. I'm looking to get back into that uptrend. All right. If I'm in it, though, would I get out of it? I'd leave it alone. I got a rebound going on today. I'd leave it alone. I don't have trigger yet to get out of it either. All right, next one. NVIDIA. I still got trend, though. That's tough. That's a hard one. Not only that, but look at the sideways move on NVIDIA. A little bit of a sideways. This is a 3-month graph. A little bit of a sideways move. First sell recommendation over the last 3 months. Pay attention to that. I still own NVDL. Again, I'm giving the stock a little bit more room. I do have stops in place, but I gave them a lot more leeway. Coin says market will crash in February, just for your information. You know something? Let me look at my almanac, because I don't know if I believe that. Am I mad? Am I mad that we're going down? No. Is it needed? My answer to that is yes. I don't know if it's going to crash. Are we ready for a correction? Yes. I'm not CoinFox. I'm not sure I want to call it a crash, but you know something? I'm gonna keep my eyes on it. When I'm looking at the homepage is showing me a lot of yellow, telling me to be cautious. If we're gonna get a crash, we'll let you know along the way. Akshaya says, don't you think China playing game with Trump? Absolutely. Absolutely. But you know something? I think China is gonna F around and find out. That's what I think. Can I get a 1 in the room if you agree with that? Can I get a 1 in the room if you agree with that? That's what the statement is all about right there. Right there, China. Go ahead. Try your little dilly-dally, willy wonky, habatupa. What? I can't even make up a word for it. But they're going to F around and find out. It's going to happen. Straight up. All right? It's the last time I'm going to say that because that's not a good thing to say. It's not a good thing to say, but that's the Marine coming out of me right there too. That's straight up the Marine coming out, and they're going to find out. All right? And if they want to, bring it on. All right. Bama, bank macro. I got trend, but this is tough. I got a downward, look at that. I got a downward dog. How many of y'all do yoga? Because I don't. But that's a downtrending channel. But you know something, if I'm gonna hold any of them, it's only gonna be half because I still got trend. But man, you still typing in ones because that's probably the truest thing I've ever said on this channel was go ahead and mess around. All right, go ahead and mess around. They're going, man, talk about military. Be careful with this one. Again, this is another one that's going down. Would you rather be out here or be out further down? Take half off the table. Mitigate that loss. Long term, though, I still like it. Let's go to GGAL. Same thing. Interesting about GGAL, I had a line of support. It broke through it. That's enough to tell me to take it off the table. Take off some. I still got trend, but take some of that off the table. 599, 598, heavy on SPY. Said JD, I know you look at what you look at, bro, and I respect that. I respect that. Do you think we are primed to retest the SPY lows? Let's go to SPY. Do I want the SPY or the SPX? Let's go to SPY real quick. Where's the lows right here? I got 564. You got 599. Where would that be? Where's 59? I don't know if I got 599. That's up here. You know something? I could look at a level of about 581 or a level at about 567. Actually the spiders got a long ways to go to the downside. They do. I got a little bit of a rebound day. They got a lot of way to go. Even to here, let's just look at it right here. I got 575. That's a solid level of support. Beautiful level of resistance back here. That's a solid level of support. That would be my level of support. JD, stop spamming. Don't make me come through this. Don't make me come through this pewter. Stop spamming. This is what I'm looking at as far as support. And I think JD is just trying to grab my attention, and that's what he's looking at too. So the spider's got a way to go. Let's go look at the Qs. Where'll be my level on the Qs? Because that's a good question. My level on the Qs be somewhere up in here. Be about 496 on the Qs. 496 on the Qs. Let's go look at the Dow. JD, you with me on this? JD, you with me on this? Let's go look at the Dow. You know, I got two levels. I can look at 42,286. I like that better than going down here because that also serves as a level of resistance right here. 42,286. That's my level of support on the Dow. All right? Is everybody clear on that? I've given you levels on all the major indices. Is that clear to everybody in the room? Yes or no? Because everybody always likes to ask me, what do you think about this? I've given you levels of support on all the major indices. Everybody good with that? Yes or no? Everybody good with that? Yes or no? So now, every so often we'll look at that. I don't often look at that because I stick with the vector. I stick with the VVC. But a lot of you want to know what the levels are on all of the major indices, so I did that. The Dow, I've got 42,286. The Dow, I got 42,286. The NASDAQ, weren't y'all writing this down? The NASDAQ, I got, I can go IXIC. I'm going with the Qs. 496. 496. All right. Stop asking questions. You want me to look at these stocks? You gave me like a lot of them. Big move on IESC. I still got trend though. A lot of volatility in the stock. Remember, trade the chart, not your heart. Broke through a level of support. Man, that would have been a good chance to get out there instead of getting out here. I got no trigger. I got trend. I overdid it. I look at the stock and it's still going down. I look around and go, oh man, I got an uptrend on this. No, it went below the uptrend. I'd think about taking half off the table if you haven't already. AXP, on the other hand, though, AXP, I'm a little bit okay. I'm a little bit country. You're a little bit rock and roll. Hello, Furby. YCLS got hit so badly today. Mukesh, I hadn't seen the news. I don't know. Is China lying about this company, Amir says? No, I think it's a real company. It's a startup. DeepSeek is a startup. It is a startup. Are they lying about it? I don't think they're lying. I think they're lying about how much money they put behind it. That is what I think. Puts are printing. Right now, I'm with you, but I'd still do it cautiously, JD, because of all the yellow in the color guard. I would still do it cautiously because of all the yellow in the color guard. American Express, I like the trend. Big wicks at the bottom, but it's still above the trend line. Got trend on MPI, got no trigger. I'd leave AXP alone. It's a real company, but they're lying about the product. I don't know. I go anywhere you go. I ain't going nowhere. I'm going to Hawaii next month, though. Ooh-wee. The end of February, beginning of March, Janet and I and family, we're going to Hawaii. We're doing a 7-day cruise to Hawaii. Woo-wee. I feel the warmth already. I feel the warmth, yeah, over my feet. I feel these clouds tumbling down. DeepSeek is taking over. Woo, coin, I'm not going that far. All right. Should we sell today at this low? It's going to be one of two things. Either you're going to ride this low down. All right, either you're going to ride this low down and hope for a rebound. Again, I think the algos are going to kick in and push these stocks back up, or take half off the table. Apple was up today, huh? I don't know what the news was on Apple, but American Express, I like the trend line. Let's go to the next one. Oof. Fix. Who asked me about Fix? It was a lady. It was a young lady that asked me about Fix. Fix and Vertiv. But man, and I got nothing. I got nothing to protect you against a gap down. This is news-driven market today. All right, it's strictly a news-driven market of what's going on. I don't know. I'm not telling anybody to panic. If nothing else, I'm telling you to sell half. Fear is not an investment strategy. Absolutely, Bill. It is not. Way better than ChatGPT. So, coin, I haven't looked at it yet. Steve Chappell said again that he saw somebody on CNBC was playing around with it and said it was a lot better than ChatGPT, coin. He did say that. So I'm not gonna deny that. I don't think they're gonna take over though. I don't know. Oh, coin says I have the DeepSeek app. It's amazing. I'm not putting that thing on my phone. I don't know. I'm not putting it on my phone. Nope. Not doing it. And you know something? If you like it, that's great. I'm not judging you for that. I just think that it's another TikTok. I think if nothing else, type of one if you were in the room, if you agree that this, if this works out and everybody gets on to DeepSeek, they might say, forget it. We're not going to sell TikTok. Anybody agree with that? They just say, forget that. We're not going to sell it. We got this DeepSeek now, baby. Now what? Yeah, you can have your little old TikTokosity. Be careful. I just saying, I would not put that on my phone. I'm not putting it on my phone. So that's just me. And I'm not trying to, if you do, you do. You can coin. If you do, you boo-boo. All right? Let me get through these stocks. FTNT is kind of interesting. I'm cautious of any Chinese tech on my phone. I'm with you, Chris. Interesting. I can foresee right there. Nice level of support. Nice level of support. All right. I'd leave it alone. It didn't break through support. I'd leave it alone. CLS, good stock. Just got hit. Take half off the table. Think about it. A net. Interesting. I don't have a trigger. I think with all of these dips, that's why I wouldn't tell you to just totally take them off. Selling half is what I think. Selling half is, yeah, but why sell half if it's going to go back up? Because what happens if it continues to go back down? I'd rather you take some of that off the table. AVGO, same scenario. I'd sell half. Man, look at that level of gap. It broke through the level of gap. It started fading the gap. Man, some of these stocks are hard to sit through. Again, wow. How about LTH? I like that. A little bit of sideways move back there, but leave it alone. LTH, I leave it alone. Now, interesting, HWM gapped down, but not nearly as big as a lot of the other stocks. You see that? I got a level of a swing high right here. Look at that. Stopped right there. I got a level of 120.26. If it falls below that, I'd probably sell half. FTAI is on the rebound. Hammer formation. I got no trend or trigger. But if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening, all over this land. That's what I would do. I need this stock to get past this level of this candle before it start really fading the gap before I think about it. If you're in it, though, leave it alone. If I'm not, I'd wait. SoFi, look at that. Selling. I still own it. But if it falls below this level of 1486, I'm probably pulling it off the table. Next one. Hello. There we go. PLTY, I own this. Again, I'm only owning it for the passive income. The coin didn't say if he or she is from the U.S. or not, though. I don't care. I'm looking at the comments. It don't matter where they're from. I don't care. They could be from outer space. I know Amir is from Mars. Amir, are you from Mars? Don't answer that. That's just me being funny. All right. They are using NVIDIA chip is all lying about the product. I know I think they had a lot, like 50,000 H100 chips. Did we look at HG? I don't know if HG was in the list. TGen, I'm thinking on a day like today, I wouldn't be afraid to take half off of many of these stocks. Apple, on the other hand, hey now, you're an all-star. Look at that. Hammer, moving up, nice open candle. How about this is an AI stock that's not affected? What's up with that? How does that happen? I'll go with you to Hawaii and take me and my family too. We're all going with you. I see you enough here on chat, Amir. You ain't going with me to Hawaii. I'm going to Hawaii on the Titanic. You still want to go? That was messed up. That's funny, though. If any money left, we come with you. Apple reporting 130, which is 3 days. There you go. I lived in Honolulu for 7 years. DeepSeek has more news coming. I am from the USA. I'm going to keep my eyes on DeepSeek, and I'm sure that Ryan will be too as far as shorts are concerned. Apple, on the other hand, I do like the move. Trading at session highs. Next one, again, all of these stocks with the big gap downs, I'm thinking about telling you to sell half, not to totally get out. I like the aerospace and defense. How about LMT? Oh, donate LMT, RTX. I think three or four stocks in this space report this week. I got no trend, and I do have trigger, though. Nice move up, a little sideways move, though. I'd like DEFEM. TPC, I'm not feeling that. Trending down in a channel. I just ain't feeling that. Apple is in cahoots with the Chinese. It got nothing to do with that. Apple is already beaten down. I know. Taboola, they're not in cahoots. Dead cat bounce. No, I think Apple is more than a dead cat bounce. Did you see Apple? It's been on the rise. All right, so I don't call that a dead cat bounce. All right, what else am I looking at? VRT, I love this stock, but not today. Goodness gracious. Half off. A lot of these stocks, because I think they're going to rebound. Half off on Vista. I think the algos are going to push these stocks higher. EOLS, I like that play. Look at that. I got trigger and trend. I like that play. Out of every stock that we've looked at, I like that play. Deep Suck. They just mill spin. I like that name. Clay, can I call them Deep Suck going further? Yes or no? Clay's going to answer me. Or maybe he's not. I can't call them that. That sounds so wrong. I can't do that. BP, oil stock, pulling down, but leveling out. Look at that leveling out. All right, leveling out. I wouldn't tell you to get rid of it even with the day today because it is leveling out. Next one, Irene. I know that, there's days that the miners make money. If I'm going to play anything, though, I'm still going to play iBit or Coin. Those are my two cryptos I'm going to play. Look at that. iBit got hit, but not nearly as bad as many other stocks because of the DeepSeek thing. Still in the channel. I still own iBit. Coin, on the other hand, is below a level of support, broke through now as a level of resistance. Long term, though, still in there, but no trigger. All right. Let's finish up these stocks real quick. What time is it? 1:01. Nice move on Nike. Was that earnings? No, it was not earnings. I don't know what the news is, but nice move on earnings. I got no trend, but I do have trigger. I like Nike. Note. Note. I got trend and I got trigger, but it's begrudgingly going up. There's a lot of volatility in it. I can draw a trend line. There's a lot of volatility. If you're not down with the volatility, I'd leave this stock alone, but it's volatile, but it's got a trend line and it's pretty much staying above it. How do you know if I'm not DeepSeek? I don't know. I don't care. Coin, you're just here for the chat and stuff. If you are DeepSeek, you go do your thing. Don't let me see you. That's me threatening you. I can't threaten you. I wouldn't do that. Why would you even put that up there? Sigh. Make my head hurt. You just make my head hurt. Take a deep breath. Woosah. Woosah. Coin, I want to say thank you for being here. All right. I want to say thank you for being here. Let me finish up these stocks as everybody's leaving. I do like the move on Senseonics. Look at that. Big selling bar. Big selling wick. Big selling wick. When you DeepSeek, you get... I'm not getting into that. I'd be careful with this. I got a little bit of a bearish harami. I wouldn't mind taking half off the table today, especially after all of this nice move. A lot of this move is because of the positive news coming about with the 1-year implantable device. All right. Amir is from Mars. I told you. He was from Mars. QSI, a trade. I don't like it right now. It's not doing much of nothing. Wimmy, wow. Big pullback today. Red candle. I'm not feeling that. And the last stock on the list today, that's a lot of stocks. Wolf. No trend, no trigger. No trend, no trigger. All right. I'm done. Maria, one more stock. I'm going to look at Neo. I like new names. Neo. We're only 7 away. Hey, hit the like button if you haven't. We're only 7 likes away from 200. That'd be a good number. We had a good number of people here today. Let's get the likes up to 200. All right. Nobody said nothing about Bama. I thought you said EJM. I thought you said, what did you say about my mama? I ain't say nothing about your mama. I will look at BMA again. I thought I looked at it, but Neo. I see the move. I'm not real comfortable with it. The stock is still trending down more so than not. I do have a trigger. I'm not feeling Neo right now. Not yet. That's what I said about Bama. That it had a downward channel. Did we get to 200 likes? There we go. That's all. All right, now I can go. Thank you guys again. For pushing us up over 700 concurrent people in here at one time, man. That was freaking awesome. That was the first time we had a live stream where we had 700 people. One of my live streams. How about I say it that way? And we got 200 likes. Man, we're on the rise, and it's because of you. So I give you a golf clap. Thank you guys for supporting the channel the way that you do, which is why I went through and I looked at your stocks today. I looked at more so your stocks than the stuff that I was going to look at today. All right. I need to take the rest of the day off. Man, that was a lot. Thanks, Glenn. Appreciate keeping some sanity in this crazy market. Listen, my job is to not only inform you, but to also put a smile on your face. You know me. I like having fun. Gotta have fun. It's personality. It's all about personality. Gotta love it. And I love you guys for supporting the channel. I've got to hurry up and record a video for tonight. And then I got a meeting today. I got a lot still left on my plate. But you know me, I love doing these live streams and I love the interaction. I love the new people that are showing up. And don't be afraid to ask. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. I hit the bell icon so you'll be alerted when videos like this come out. If you like the content, always remember, hit the like button. It helps us do better. All right. With that being done, try not to follow a cliffhanger. Stop, Lou. I feel better now after today. Thank you, Tabula. Kinjal, I like that name. First time I've ever seen that name. Thank you for being here. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, Kinjal, please do so. Will you be doing sessions from Hawaii? Hell no. That's right. No. I'm in Hawaii. we're gonna go to a luau. We're gonna do a whole bunch of stuff. We're gonna be doing. My wife just said, "Honey, I need the money for the excursions." My job is just to give her the money for excursions. So I don't even know what I'm doing. Whatever it is, there's a lot of it. 3-hour tour on the Minnow. Listen, I know how to get off that island. All right, folks. Adios. Arrivederci. Ciao, au revoir, sayonara. Aloha to all my peeps in Hawaii. Praying for all those folks in California who had the fires. Now we have mudslides. Man, you guys just can't catch a break. Still praying for you. Remember, folks, help out your neighbor. Because if you do that, we'll become a better society. Always remember as well, there's a lot of good people in the world. If you can't find one, be one. Odabo, bom dia, salam, shalom, namaste, yasu. Until the next time, folks, see ya.